Hello, I'm Brian Skinner with InformedEntrepreneur.com. I'm here today with Larry Grenier of Larlin's Home Improvement in West Haven, Connecticut. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today, Larry.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you give us the background of how you got started with Larlin's Home Improvement?
Well, been in business for a lot of years. We were in Florida for a number of years, and we returned back to Connecticut about 12 years ago, and with the intent of possibly doing handyman services. And so I made a decision after a few weeks of being back,
Yep.
and decided to start that process and began handing flyers out to neighbors.
All right, so been in business now 10 plus years.
Yeah, exactly.
What type of work do you do?
Well, like I said, it originally started as handyman services, and it blossomed into customers asking, "Hey, can you do this or can you do that?" And before you know, the project became larger and larger.
Right.
Taxing a lot of my and tapping into some of my expertise in a lot of areas. Excuse me. But for now, what we do is kitchen, bathroom, basement, and garage remodels,
Right.
deck renovations, and we continue to do the handyman services.
Is there anything that you don't do?
Yeah, actually, I like to say that it's easier to say what we don't do, which is we don't like to be on the roof and do roofing or siding for that matter. Staying off the ladders is a good idea.
Right. Yeah. I find that there must be a bigger and bigger need for handyman service. It's a small job. It's like kitchens or a bathroom, because I think for my generation, less and less people know what the heck they're doing around the house.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, well, everyone to each their own. Everyone has their own expertise in life.
Right.
And a lot of times it's always best for letting somebody else do that task.
Right. Like I'm sure I could probably go on YouTube or read a book about how to put it in my bathroom vanity, but when it comes down to it, I'm just not going to do as good of a job as you would.
Yeah, I agree. It's the same for me. I mean, some things I just have to call the professional on and
Right.
let them handle
Right.
it.
I mean, that's why everybody is in business in the service profession.
Yeah, exactly.
What types of people do you work with? I imagine that being in West Haven, the majority of your clients are in the southern Connecticut region.
For the most part, we're in New Haven County. I'm originally from Norwalk, which is Fairfield County, so I'm adept to being in that area and moving around.
Right.
But we've done work from all the way from like Greenwich to say Old Saybrook using the I-95 corridor. We'll sometimes go into 91 corridor. So there's a broad spectrum of our clients being here or there. Not that we advertise in those further out areas, but for whatever reason we wind up being there.
Yeah, I imagine most of your business is referral based. People, it's word of mouth.
It is true. A lot of people do refer. On our website, for example, we have a lot of testimonials, real people, I like to say. So you can actually contact those are real people and say, what do you think about Larlin's Home Improvement? But we have a lot of good clients through the years that we've done work with.
Awesome. Are most people, are they individuals, like individual homeowners, or is it businesses?
For the most part, I'll do commercial from time to time, but I don't advertise for such. It's similar but different, and I prefer working one-on-one with people
Right.
on an individual basis.
I can imagine the construction industry has significantly changed since the downturn in 2008. Where do you see the business today and moving forward?
It's a good question. There's a lot of things that are unknown for the moment. So the industry in the home improvement or home building or mortgages, anything in the home sectors is kind of like going through a change.
Right.
Some being grave, other small changes. So we small businesses are trying to adapt for such, but I don't know exactly where it's going to wind up being. But there's a lot of homes out there that are in need of repair.
Right.
So it's a question of eventually people will be getting around to it.
I think it's just a matter of home ownership is just becoming more and more expensive. So what's the cost benefit of buying something new or fixing what you have?
Yeah.
People are constantly weighing those options.
Absolutely. And there's some things never change.
Yeah. That's probably been a constant in the country for 100 years now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I really appreciate your time today, Larry.
Oh, it's been great. I appreciate your time as well.
Thank you. Brian Skinner with InformedEntrepreneur.com. Again, a special thank you to Larry Grenier of Larlin's Home Improvement in West Haven, Connecticut. Thank you.